So I thought the problem was my rotor rubbing. It looked a little bent when I was looking behind it. You know, I watched 1,000 videos on YouTube. I brought the rotor adjusting tool. It was too thin for these fat rotors. I tried the adjustable C theory. It didn't straighten it out. So I ordered another rotor from Voro Sports. It got here. As you can see the box over there. So I got around to doing it. It's a nice day. And I just got tired of hearing that rubbing stuff. It was just driving me insane. All right, so I go to take off the rotor. And as I get to about 3 of these screws, as soon as I touch them, they're just spinning out. So I assume that you guys probably used some kind of gun tool to screw them in and strip them. But good thing I checked it. I looked at one of the screws that looked fine, and I checked all the holes, because at first I thought you might have stripped the inside. That would have been bad. I would have had to get a new motor and all that. Damn, where the hell did that come from? I would have had to get a new motor and all that. But fortunately, as I screwed it in, it doesn't seem like it's the screw and not these. So hopefully I'll be able to find those little screws at the hardware store. So that's not a problem. But the problem is this knock. And I need to know what that is. Because when you turn this sucker on and spin it, it's ridiculous. I'm going to pause this video and make another one. Just let you hear it and see it. It's crazy. All right, I told y'all I got a super rubbing, thumping, wobbling craziness. Thought it was the brakes. As you can see, I took everything off. Rotors, calipers, everything's off. Tightened back up. This is what I got. Obviously, you can hear how loud it is. It's gotten worse as I've rode, so I went to do it. This is what happened. This is what I'm working with. All right, you see I'm at a point where I'm trying to separate this front wheel cable from everything else. It's got these 3 main cables, blue, yellow, and green, and it's got this joint. Trying to figure out what would that might. Oh no, this goes to the controller. What am I talking about? That's the power. This goes to the controller. My thing is, obviously this thing goes in and out, but see how it's connected to this clip stuff here, and on the new one, it's just this. It's not no plug piece. So I'm figuring maybe I'm gonna have to we'll see. Yeah, and so when doing this, man, you want to make sure you pack these wires in nice and tight, correct. I'm even going to try to install them a little bit better than they did. They even left some This is a zip tie? Yeah, they left a zip tie in here. They ain't even clip. That's crazy. Let me chop a little bit of you off. Let me make sure there ain't no yeah, clicking any type of wire or something. But yeah, you want to make sure you pack it in nice and tight. And if you notice, you see how I always take before and afters, man. I took the before. You always take a picture before you take something apart, man. You know what I mean? Where you can just see where it's structured and how to put it back together, man, when you took it out. So in short, so I put, where they had this brown tape, I just left it off. I threw some new shrink wrap on it. So it's nice and tight, secure. It should be airtight. After bunching the wires together, I think I want to test it one more time, make sure everything's everything. Hear that, baby? You hear that, right? That's what I'm talking about. Everything. Back to work.
If you want to. But for those crazy riders out there that love the speed, you probably want to be going for more voltage, more powerful motors. But 2,400 nominal, it's pretty powerful. 23.5 amp hour battery, it's going to take you a long way.
Yeah, so see, just for the record, man, when you own one of these things, you really, it's blocked. You really, would want to have the ability, man, to service this thing. Like, I brought this thing not even 60 days ago. The motor went. The bearings in the motor, the front motor went. You know, I called Voro. You know, they got it back, got me a new one ASAP, probably within 3 days. But couple things. It when it came, it didn't have one of the. It was a certain connecting piece on it. It's back there now. I done wrapped it up. But you had to take from the old unit, from the old motor, and put it on this one. And I think it's such a plastic, petty little thing that was so difficult to take off, and without damaging it beyond use, and you know, to reattach it. I just thought it was something that they could have just did before they shipped it, like, because for the average Joe, man, they wouldn't have been able to do that. Like, I'm telling you, they wouldn't have been able to do it. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So, I mean, it's just little things like that, man, that I think they could have did that and saved the consumer a lot more time and energy, man, considering the, you know, the money these things cost, man. You know what I mean? And how young it was. Like I said, I got like 175 miles on this thing. You know what I mean? Brand new, nothing. It's brand new. And I'm already on my porch taking it apart, you know, so I think that seems a little crazy. But their service was all right. They really seriously tried to accommodate. I mean, when you called them and didn't reach nobody, they got back to you ASAP. So I'll give them, you know, kudos for all those things. But just, I think they can accommodate the consumer just a little bit more by doing a couple of things when they send a part or something like that, that just will make it a little bit simpler on the consumer. And it's something that they know. I mean, it's their product. They know how to approach it. Their technicians know how to do it. When it comes to you, a lot of these things, unless you're inclined, will be a guessing game. Or unless you're lucky enough for someone on YouTube to have had to experience it and posted it like I'm getting ready to do. So in a nutshell, I just wanted to add that. All right? All right.